Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have a new VISEART palette. Always a good day when we have some new VISEART. Today we are going to look at the new VISEART Coyish Etendu. Coyish. Not koi, Coyish. We're going to talk about it. We're going to swatch it. We are going to compare it to the koi in two different lightings, and we are going to do two different looks. I have my makeup done today, but I have no eyeshadow on, so that will be a lot of fun. Okay, let's talk about the Coyish Etendu. It's $44. Being an Etendu palette means that these beautiful magnetic duochromes, let's look at the shades here. The magnetic duochromes can pop on out and be paired with the Grand Pro 1 extension, the Petit Fours, other Etendu palettes. Aren't these beautiful shades? And they're meant kind of to remind you, these duochromes are meant to remind you of dragonfly wings and, you know, water lotus peacocks, all sorts of beautiful, airy, duochrome, gorgeous colors. Now, this is based off of and a jump off of the iconic VISEART Coy palette, and I have brought the Petites Shimmer Coy for us to compare, so we're going to do that. These little guys can be used, by the way, they can be used on your face. You could, some of these make fantastic highlighters, even beautiful blushes, and you can even get that pigment in on your lips. You can use this anywhere you want. Today we're going to be using it on eyes, but these 12 shades are absolutely stunning for $44. I have it linked below, and then of course Beautylish, so I'll get that linked up for you, you guys. I got mine at VISEARTParis.com. So let's take a little look at these guys, which can be used wet or dry. We're going to use them dry today because I think they pack enough of a punch. I'm really excited to use these because VISEART is the only brand that makes me brave enough to use bright colors. Somehow VISEART bright colors can still, if you use them the way I'm going to, they still kind of come off as neutral. But they can also be really powerful. They really do kind of straddle the line. They're quite inventive. All right, let's look at these first on my arm in studio lighting. Here are all 12 of those gorgeous duochromes. Take a look at them first in studio lighting on my arm. Oh, these are so pretty. But you know what I always say, you're going to see them best if we take them outside into the warm, too warm if you ask me, California sunshine. So take a look at those there on my arm. That's beautiful. Now, I know that many of you have the original Coy or you have the Petites Shimmers Coy. So let's just go ahead and do a real quick comparison on the arm as well. So here's our brand new Coyish Etendu, a little bit bigger. And we're going to put it next to the Petites Shimmers Coy, which are right here. And they do have their similarities. Pan size is of course different. Here's the new one. The Petites Shimmers Coy is not too, it's kind of new itself actually. It's not too old. And I did do a review of that. I'll link that below. Beautiful, beautiful shades. Let's take a look at those together on my arm in studio lighting. I have the new Coyish palette on the top where it was before, and then I have put the Petites Shimmers Coy underneath it, so take a look at that there. They do have their similarities, and they would be beautiful paired together. Think of the possibilities if you were to pair them together. They would be quite lovely. Okay, I thought we would do two looks today. I don't know what I'm going to get into here. These have lovely names. They're all in the back of the package, but rather than squint at them in the studio lighting here, I'm going to put them on afterwards. So look for that up there. I'm going to start with a Rephr #1 brush, and I think we're going to go, boy, we're going to do two different looks. So we're going to start with this kind of a gold shade right here on this eye, and I'm just going to put it all over the lid. This duochrome wants to go pink and gold at the same time. Now, don't laugh, and it doesn't really work for this video, but I gotta tell you, if it were just me, just regular old day, I would do a lot of eyeliner and a lot of mascara and just that shade as a one and done, and I'd be so happy. Obviously, I'm gonna do more for us, but I'm just telling you, it's just such a pretty kind of pink gold shift. Let's go into this actual gold right here. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, I don't know, I have my eyelids, you know, they're not going to work because I got to use some mattes. Well, you're welcome to introduce mattes. I'm not going to because we don't need no stinking rules, but I do understand that for some of you, you'll want to mix it up with some mattes, and VISEART understands that too. That's why they make it Then you can pop the shades out. So I've just done a kind of a whole gold eye. Let me take another refer brush, this one being a 26, and I'm going to run underneath it with this beautiful green shade here. I could even do, if I wanted to, and I did this, look at that green gold, you guys, underneath the eye. I did this on my Koi palette, the Petites Shimmers palette. I used a really bright green, so I'm not going to do it this time, a really kind of bright mint green eyeliner on the eye. So I just did that as a kind of a drop shadow there, and that is beautiful and infinitely wearable even for a neutral lover such as myself. All right, let's go to this eye over here and do something in a little bit of a different kind of color scheme. I have a Lisa Eldridge blending brush here. I actually like this one quite a bit. And I am going to go over the entire eye first with this shade right here, also a duochrome of course, and it's going to lend itself a little bit pink and purple. And I'm going to mostly concentrate this. I put it all over the eye, but I'm going to mostly concentrate it on the inside up to the middle of the lid, so that over here on this side of the lid, I can just stick this beautiful shade right here. And of course, we could do infinite amounts of looks, but with two eyes, I figured we would just do two. And I'm just putting this shade right here from the middle on out, and then underneath the eye I'll switch to another refer, this being a refer number 12. Let's go ahead and do this shade here underneath the eye. And you know, this is a really colorful eye look, and yet it's simple. So we have two different looks here. Put down my mirror. Let me show you the one we just did and the one I did first. I cover one eye because it's a little hard to kind of see, but what I'm trying to show you here is these are definitely colorful shadows. So if you're a neutral lover, you might be like, no, 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 but actually, how easy, how quick, and how wearable. There's no, I don't feel like I'm being really showy with my eyeshadow. It was simple, it was easy, and only VISEART can do that for me. I need to be honest with you. I've played with a lot of colored shadows, from the Norvina palettes all the way to a lot of the Natasha Denona really colorful one, of course Pat McGrath, and I like to stick with those brands. I like to stick to those neutral shades. I'm just more comfortable there. For some reason, VISEART has the ability to take somebody who's a neutral lover and make them able to wear colors. Now, that is not to say that those of you who are fans of really bright and bold, even wild eye looks can't find something here. Obviously, of course you can. There's just something, VISEART has the ability to be able to straddle that line. I don't quite know how they do it, but I can only wear bright colors if they're VISEART, and I don't quite know why that is, but it's the truth. All right, let me know if you have the original Koi. Let me know if you have the Petites Shimmers Koi, or if you're thinking of picking up this Koyish. I like it to complete the collection. Don't forget that if you want to add in the waterline a bright kind of mint green or bright purple eyeliner, that looks beautiful too. I just kind of did that look when I reviewed the Petites Shimmers Koi, so I didn't want to repeat it. We just have black today. But it's just kind of a fun look, and you could do anything you want, especially for summer as we go into probably what I feel like will be a warm fall. Anyway, in my part of the country, not in other parts, I understand. But I feel like for me, as we go into a warm fall, these will just be really fun and sweet and just kind of pretty as, you know, we start dressing a little bit warmer and all that kind of stuff. So let me know that. And if you didn't pick these up, what is your favorite VISEART shadow, or what ones have you been eyeing to pick up? You can't go wrong getting colors from VISEART. That's my takeaway, but I want to know what you guys have to say. After all, that's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. I know it'll recommend videos of channels you've seen anyway, but when you actually hit subscribe, it really helps me. Thank you so much. You can come over and say a big hello also on Instagram, TikTok, and now on Threads. And don't forget, you can become a bigger part of this YouTube community by becoming a channel member for weekly lives and all sorts of good behind the scenes stuff. Plus, you can give super thanks. You can order from those links down below. Doesn't charge you a penny, but gives me a little bit that I can spend on more product to review. Every bit helps, right? But hey, any way that you choose to be here, I'm thrilled to have you. and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.